Howdy, home, relax lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Dude, why is it so dark? Is it raining? Oh, yeah, okay. Couldn't tell, it didn't look like it. It is, though. It's pouring the rain here. Okay, I would like to... Let's head into this area, maybe. I need to find coal. I need to find lead. Both of those things are necessary for my attempt to make gun... Well, not gun. Bullets. Bullets. I was going to say gun bullets, but that's not a thing. I don't know why I wanted to put gun on the front of that. Also, my throat is like... For some reason, I don't know what's going on there. It wasn't like that before dinner. I don't know. I need to get some cough drops out. I like to keep cough drops to suck on. But they're all the way across the room at the moment. And I'm not going for them. I just got done with work. It's... Normally I try to record the week over the weekend. It didn't happen this week, so... It's like... Getting late at night. I got nothing done. No recordings done. I mean, I got work done, I guess. Okay, I want to go, yeah, out to the road and then take the road to the south and then cut across. Oop. I want to crash into this car. Oh man, I made it into the eye doctor for the first time in I don't know how long. I tell you what, that was expensive. Wasn't expecting that. I've been it's probably been like 6 to 10 years since the last time I went. I just you know, when I was in my I don't know, teens and 20s, it'd be like every time it was time to go to the eye doctor, my vision would be worse, and then when I got to about 20, 22, somewhere in there, then then every time I went in there, like, yeah, your eyesight hasn't really changed, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop coming into the eye doctor then. There's no point in wasting my time going to the eye doctor if you're just gonna tell me my eyesight hasn't changed. And so I started just going when I break my glasses, which I mean, I haven't broken this pair, but you know, this is probably the longest I've ever owned a pair of glasses without breaking them. I figured out how not to break this particular kind. I had broken probably 3 pair just like it before, and every time they were like, I don't know how you managed to break these glasses. I'm like, I don't know, they just come apart while I'm cleaning them. And so I realized you can't hold it by one lens while you clean the other lens. It makes the little bar in between my lenses snap. But now that I'm, you know, getting old, I need to repair this. I have gotten to the point where, oh no. Hell, it's a little bit of a problem. I don't happen to have any repair kits on me. That's okay, though. We'll just keep looking for coal or lead. Or weird houses just out here in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I don't know if I want to explore a house, though. Because it's raining, it's going to be super dark inside. Although I have a headlight now, so maybe I'll be okay. Oh, I already have one. Shoot. Alright, well, there you go. The McStab residence. And it's a tier 3. Okay. Okay, that does not count. That does not count in my quest for coal. Okay? One piece of coal out of the... out of the thing does not count. But yeah, so I noticed that I can't see up close through my glasses anymore. I can see up close without my glasses on, but I can't see up close with my glasses on, which is new. Well, it's not new. It's been a couple years since it started happening, and I just never got over there. And so I said, "Oh man, I need to get the eye doctor." And my sister's like, "Hey, we need to get the eye doctor." And I'm like, oh, "Okay." She's like, "You want to go together?" I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "All right, I'll set up appointments." Two years later, she finally did it. I mean, I could have done it myself and just gone whenever, but you know, she indicated she didn't want to go separately, and so, you know, being the nice guy I am, I agreed to go together. But we got over there finally, and you know, it's been a while, and it was a way different setup than I've ever been to before. It was crazy different. Every time I've gone before, they're just like, okay, this is weird. I can't get up this ladder. I can't fit up here. It's too narrow. So every time I go before, you just, you know, you go in, you sit down. They, put the little, they have you read the letters across the room with your glasses on, with your glasses off, right? Well, maybe not right. Maybe you've never done an eye exam like this, because it's not how they did it this time. And then they have you sit at the thing, at the thing being they have you sit in the chair, oof, the thing, and then for like a good half hour or more, they're like, all right, I've put some letters in front of you. Tell me which one of these lenses is better. And so then they go through all these lenses for your left eye and then your right eye. And then, you know, once that was all done, then they'd have you read some more, and then they'd adjust it some more, and then they'd have you read some more, and they'd adjust it some more, and then eventually be like, okay, so I've got your new prescription. And so yeah, so this is way different. This was crazy different. Like, I go in and fill out their paperwork because I was new to that particular eye doctor, and then okay, farming. Oh, really? Oop, blueberry and hops. Man, that's not what I need. I need corn and potatoes. I was trying to think. What was I looking at where they kept saying potatoes? I don't remember what it was. It was funny to me because they didn't say, they didn't use like the slang term for other things, just potatoes, and they're like potatoes. We got corn, and we got steaks, and we got potatoes. I'm like, why are you saying potatoes? We have blueberry pie, peach cobbler, and potatoes. I don't remember what that was. Oh. But yeah, so they took me in and they had me sit down and then at this machine. And then. Really? Oh, you look just like one of those regular zombies. And, oh crap. Oh, hey, buddy. Gonna die. I'm gonna die. Just because that guy went and died. It's fine, guys. I'll be back. I wasn't expecting so many of you, okay? Um, and so they have me sit the machine, they take my glasses, I look through the machine, and they're like, okay, you're gonna see a red hot air balloon. I'm like, okay. Just stare at the hot air balloon as one eye at a time. And so then the machine just goes click until it was clear, and then clicked, and then it switched and did the other eye, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, that's cool. And then they had me switch to the next machine. They're like was it 3 or 4 machines in that room, just all right in a row. And so they put me in a wheeled chair and had me just, slide the chair over. and so I did the hot air balloon, and then I think the next one, there must have been 3 machines. I feel like there were 4 machines, and then the next machine was I had to look at a green. I had to look at a green. A green cross straight ahead, and then I had to look at the green cross off to the side, and it scanned my eye with a red beam, which I could see as it scanned across through there. And then, so I did that for each eye. So it was 2 scans for each eye. And then, there was, I know there was 4 machines. I know there was. And then the third machine, they had me stare at a black, black cross. Nope, it wasn't a cross, it was a square. A black square. And then I had to click every time I saw wavy lines appear somewhere on the white background. And then I know there was another machine that I had to do. What did the other machine do? Because that one had a clicker that I held in my hand, and then I moved over one more, and then she ran that machine. But I don't remember what that one was. I just drawn a blank. And then they moved me to another room, and I don't know why I'm clicking so many times to do this. I'll just have to hold down the mouse. And then in that room, then they did Oh, they did a thing where I had to close my eyes, and then they'd tell me to look, and then I'd look with one eye, and it was wavy, and it was lines laid over top of each other, and I'd have to say which line was more prominent, and if it was vertical or horizontal each time, and then they took another machine, and I don't know what she did with that machine. Cement mixer. Oh, nice. I've unlocked the cement mixer. Um, there was another machine that she had me look at, and then she did a thing with the light in each eye, which kind of felt like she'd already done like 3 times before that, but whatever. And then um, oh, and then she did this thing that like blew air into my eye or something, and she was like, "This is a." You've probably heard people talk about the having air blown in their eye. Well, this is like that, but more advanced. And she's like, so you should feel like it's a tickle, and and so it happened. It like I don't know, repeatedly, like I don't know, 4 to 6 times blew air at different areas of my eye, and then man, that one burned. I felt like it burned, and then yeah, and then I did there was only like I want to say like three, maybe three. Is lens 1 or 2 better? Is lens 1 or 2 better? Just only did like 3 times for each eye, and then it was over. And then I had to pay him like $800, uh, which is way more than I've ever paid for eye exam and glasses before. But I'm getting older, so now I need the progressive lenses so that I can see both far away and up close through my glasses. Where did I put my bike? So yeah, so I wasn't expecting that to last so long, and so usually Friday is my recording day, and instead I was at the eye doctor for over 3 hours. Well, I mean, not just the eye doctor, but also the trip over there. Okay, I opened this up to scrap that, and so yeah, that was kind of crazy. And then um, I thought, all right, well, because I was at the eye doctor so long, I had to come home and go back to work for the rest of the afternoon, which then pushed into the, evening. And then because of that, I couldn't mow the lawn on Friday, which meant I had to mow the lawn on Saturday. And then by the time I was done mowing the lawn, well, then we were doing stuff for my sister's birthday, and that lasted the rest of the day. And then uh, Sunday, I mowed some more lawn with the push mower around the house, and by the time I was done with all that, well, then my sister was home, and then she wanted to sit down here and I don't know, take up all my free time that I normally would have used to. Normally, I can record a couple episodes on Sunday and I record a couple episodes on Saturday, but neither one happened this week, so I've just been so busy over the weekend. The eye doctor was crazy though. I've never it was interesting to see all those new machines. I haven't been so long that they got new machines. So many scanning things that I wasn't expecting. I thought it was cool. Uh, dude, I hate picking out frames. That's the worst part, I think, is sitting there and they're like, well, what do you like? I'm like, I don't know this, what I got on. You got this? Just, well, I can go get you some that are similar. I'm like, okay, how about we do that? How about you go find some similar frames? And so she brought over like 6 of them. And then she's like, or maybe it was more than that. And she's like, okay, so these are the ones that are similar to what you're wearing. And I'm like, all right, they all kind of look the same to me. So which one fits? That's all I need to know. And she's like, all right, well, why don't you try this one on? And she's like, I don't like how that one rests on your nose. Why don't you try this one? Like, she's like, yep, that one's better. It comes in different colors. So I brought over the different colors for that one. I'm like, all right. And so I'm like, okay, I'll take the darker one. I don't like this light tan color you brought over. And she's like, well, what about this other one? So I tried on all the different lens, there different frames she brought over, and then um, I handed him my medical insurance stuff, and then the medical insurance place had updated their system, and so now the eye doctor couldn't connect to the system anymore, and so that took him like a half hour probably. Probably wasn't a half hour. It's probably like 15 minutes, but they ended up having to actually call and then talk to tech support at the insurance company, and and then had the tech support was like, yeah, you're gonna have to go back through the whole setup after this, but we'll send you back over to billing. So then they went back to billing, and then billing took the information manually, and so that was all crazy. And then because I was there with my sister and her husband as well, um, he was he wasn't happy because he doesn't wear glasses, but now he's also getting older, so now he's got to get glasses, and so he was really not pleased at how much eye exam cost, and um, uh, having to pick out frames at all. And so he was like, I don't care what they look like. They're all stupid. They're all too expensive. And so they called they called their daughter. I don't know how old, she's like 12, and asked her which ones she preferred, and she was like, none of them. He looks awful in glasses, so that helped. And yeah. Oh, I tell you, I thought this was funny. So I've worn glasses since I was like 11. And and so now that I can't see up close the way I used to, there's like a range about I don't know, not quite a foot from my face. I'd say like say 8 to 10 inches from my face is like the only up close I can see anymore. Because when you get into your 40s, your eyes stop adjusting, apparently. And so that's where I've reached. And so I was like, hey, I really like to read. What about getting some reading glasses for when I'm reading? And she's like, no, you don't need reading glasses. I'm like, okay. And she's like, you can just use your new bifocals. I'm like, woo, we toned that down a little bit there. And I'm like, okay, but I was thinking getting some reading glasses because I like to lay in my bed while I read, and I don't want to like bend my glasses or something. She's like, no, you can just sit up now and use your bifocals. No reading glasses. I'm like, okay, but I like to lay on my side while I read. And she's like, well, you can't do that while wearing glasses. I'm like, with a pillow? I'm pretty sure I can. And she's like, you won't be able to adjust your head correctly. I'm like, I pretty sure I can turn my head. I don't know what you mean by that. Uh, and she's like, you sit up when you read, and if you can't sit up while you read, then you take off your glasses and read without glasses. I'm like, okay. It's not what I was expecting. I just wanted to know because apparently reading glasses, when I looked into it, reading glasses are, um, they have different lenses, and so I wanted to get the lenses that match my. Oh, was that cornmeal? Yes, that match my particular needs, so that I know what to order in the future. And yeah, she wasn't having it. Ooh, she was not having it. She's like, "You'll use the glasses I provide you, and that's all you get." What's that? Oh, but I thought that was mildly amusing. Apparently, I still have my. What did I just tear apart that gave me brass? Oh, those bullets. But yes, in 2 to 3 weeks, they will have my new lenses, my new glasses. I guess not just lenses, and I will be able to see again. Well, I can see now. I just, like I said, it's not being able to see up close because my job, I swap between my monitors and my phone. And so I'm at the point now where I can't see my phone through my glasses. And so I have to look over my glasses to see my phone. And yeah, it's mildly annoying. Oh, you're right. I need to make repair kits, right? Iron and duct tape. Okay, what have I got? What have I got? Iron. Ooh, I've only got one duct tape. I do have glue. And I've got that. Okay. Glue. Not glue. Not glue. Duct tape. Did I not have any glue left over? Oh, I did. It's right there. Okay. Also, supposed to be in there. Oh, but yeah. She said that with my glasses I have now that my eyes are good enough to drive. So I'm like, yep, sounds like another case of they're just slightly worse than they were the last time I got glasses. Just like they always tell me. Which is why I don't go to the eye doctor unless my glasses break. Except, like I said, this time it's because I can't see up close anymore. I mean, I can see up close. I just can't see up close through my glasses. And I need to be able to see up close through my glasses. I guess I don't need to. I've been doing it for a couple of years without. It's just annoying. How's that duct tape coming along? Duct tape. Okay. And now I want repair kits. It's a lot of repair kits I just made. I used up all my iron. All my duct tape. Oh, yeah. Man, let's see. Let's try to think what I was watching. I talked about I finished Dark. I was watching something, and then I got finished with it, and then I switched to watching South Park. I'm many seasons behind on watching South Park. I used to watch it pretty regularly, but I think it's like 26 seasons they call them, although some of them only have a couple of episodes. Um, there's like 26 episodes or 26 seasons, and I'm pretty sure I've only watched through like 10. So I was watching that, and then I think we watched a little bit of we've been watching ER, me and my sister. We watched The Pit, which is HBO's ER. And then when it was over, my sister was like, "Oh man, I just want to watch more Pit." And I'm like, "Okay, I gotcha." So turned on ER. So we've watched, I don't know, probably half a dozen, 10 episodes of ER now. And then she said she needed a break from ER, which is why I hate watching stuff with her, honestly. I like to binge things, and so I just want to watch it from beginning to end until it's over for the most part, and not always, but most of the time. And then she's like, "Oh, we watched 2 episodes of that. Can we switch to something different?" And I'm like, "I want to get through it." Um, so we switched to watching Reacher because someone told me I should watch that. It's kind of dumb. Uh, the first episode seemed okay, and then it just kind of, I don't know, it got a little. It's not repetitive. It's just not smart, I guess. Oh, this is what I was waiting on. Okay, now we can do this. Oh man, that's like dude, I don't remember what it's called, but I was reading this book series I was excited for. Columbus Day, I think is the name of the series. And it's a science fiction, military sci-fi kind of thing, which I like to read occasionally, and so I felt in the mood to read one. And so I opened this Columbus Day and I started reading it, and I'm like, holy crap, this is a weird book series. So you got people on a planet, and the main character is this soldier, and the planet is was okay. Basically, there was these hamster-looking aliens that attacked Earth. And then the lizard aliens showed up and defended Earth from the hamster aliens. And then the humans went with the lizard aliens, and then the lizards beat the hamsters on another planet, and then they left the humans behind to be the police force against the hamster aliens who were supposed to be evacuating the planet. And so, um, the hamsters sent another group in. And so that's where the story starts. Is this guy is a soldier on the hamster planet, and so he talks with some of the hamsters and stuff, and then they have I don't remember what all the names are, but they've got like the dumbest names for the spaceships and stuff. As they call like the dropship is a Dumbo, and I don't remember what the ones like cow. Like they don't have the actual names. Like the person writing the story, usually it's like this is the F-35. What is the F-35? Like the F-14 Tomcat, the F-18 Hornet, the F-16. Is it the 16 Eagle? The A-10 Warthog, right? Those. So usually they give you like that kind of information. They make up something. And this one's just like, yeah, we call that one the Dumbo. That's a couple of raptors there. That one's we call that the Viper. I'm like, okay. And so we're not even gonna pretend to be military. Gotcha. And so the hamsters came back and attacked, and so he helped fight off some of the hamsters. And the lizard aliens, they believe in strongest rules, and so because he killed the most hamsters with his counterattack, they wanted him promoted, and so they promoted him. And then a bigger hamster force came back and took the planet over again, and so the aliens had to surrender because all the lizards left. And so they put him in a warehouse, and while he's in the warehouse basically as a prisoner, he's looking through all the junk that's relics from ancient ruins on the planet. he finds um, an elder alien built AI that's able to hack into all alien technologies, but it can't operate weapons. So it needs someone who can give it the command to fire and stuff like that. And so he found it, and then they hang out together, and then that helps him escape. And then I don't know. By the time I got to the end of the first book, I was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. You basically gave him the key to all alien technology, so they just pull their ship up and then wait for the AI to hack the aliens and then shut down all the alien weapons and stuff every time. Like, this isn't fun. I wanted spaceships fighting each other. I wanted, tactics. I didn't want weirdo guy and his misfit crew are able to take over everything. you know. I was gonna tear that apart. Like, let me tear it apart. So I'm not gonna take it. And yeah, and then so I stopped reading. I was excited because there's like 19 books in that series, and I was like, ooh, I like a nice long series. And this one was not good, so I stopped reading after the first book. And then I switched to a different series, the Black Fleet series. Cool name. Um, and that one, it's basically everyone's racist toward Earth people because it's set in the 2400s, and so everybody's been colonized off Earth, and they figure only losers got left on Earth, I guess. And so he's on board the ship in the fleet where they send everyone they don't want. He's a drunk, and everybody knows it. And then his commanding officer hates him, and so she sends him out to. Oh, I know they're just going to attack me when I drop in here. Oh, they didn't. Oh. Unexpected. Oh. Just an evil snake. Snack. And, so they send him out to investigate missing ships. 2 missing ships. And when he gets there, no, he doesn't even get there. He gets almost there, and they come across one of the planets that's supposed to have like millions of people is empty. And I don't mean just empty, I mean like the cities have been removed from the planet. And so when they go down to explore, it's covered in slime where the cities used to be. And so then they go and they jump to a different system, and when they get there, the same thing has happened, only this place was supposed to have 1 billion people. And so it's all slimy as well. Only this time a slime ship attacks them, and the slime ship is like massive, like way bigger than they are, goes way faster than they can go, and so they basically fight back and forth, trying to stop it from getting any farther into human territories. And the captain orders everybody off the ship, and then rams the ship into the alien and sets the reactors to blow. And that's the way the book ends. And then the second book, you find out that he when he rammed the ship into the alien, they had blown a hole in the side of it, and so the ship went further than he was expecting, and it sheared off the command structure at the top of the ship, and so he got left in space. And oh, well, you know what? This is just that place I was just at. What do you think of that? Look. That's funny that I wandered in from the other side. And so, yeah, so then the next book, they've put together an advanced fleet with advanced technologies because the ship he was on was going to be decommissioned, and then he was going to be forcibly retired. Is what was happening, and so in the second book they gave him the new advanced Black Fleet and sent him back out, and there's way more of the slime ships now, and but he's able to fight them off for the most part, and then they run into like a huge amount of slime ships, and then I don't know, it gets confusing in the second book because the government is actively working against the military and the civilians to, I don't know, they're not even working, like, isn't like they're working for the slime creatures. They're just trying to hide themselves in a separate hidden planet, I guess. But I don't understand why they wouldn't release the information on the slime creatures. They didn't explain why they wouldn't release the information on the slime creatures to the military. I don't understand how that happened. So there was a scientist who had to sneak aboard, basically, and hand the main character uh, papers because he couldn't risk digitally transmitting the truth about the aliens. And so I don't even understand that point. But so they found out that the aliens, the more of them that are together in a system, the smarter they are. And the one that he fought in the first book was an anomaly, and they don't usually like the one he fought in the first book is 50 times smarter than any other version of that alien vessel they've seen. I don't know how they determined that, but that's what they said. And ooh, is this lead? It certainly is. And so hey buddy. And so um so they I don't know, he had to go and he got in a big fight with the people in the hidden planet, and he got in a big fight with the aliens, and like civil war started because people who are farther away from the frontier where the aliens are at decided that it's better if they pull back all their forces to defend themselves, and they don't think that the aliens will reach them, and then the half of the government is like, oh yeah, they're coming and they're gonna wipe us all out, so we're gonna hide in this secret place. And I'm just like, what is going on? This is just like out of nowhere. There was like no build up to this. And then at the end of the book, they're trying to fight off three, there's like jump points, so you can only jump in at the jump points, or sort of, I don't know. But three different alien groups jump into the same system where this captain has gotten some of the other fleets to join him, and they're trying to fight off the aliens, and then they're losing. And I'm like, ooh, man, this is gonna be interesting to see how they get out of this. And then new aliens jump in. Well, you think they're new aliens jump in and start open firing on the slime ships and just wipe them out completely. Like the slime ships are nothing compared to the new alien ships. And then when they talk to the alien ship, it's a human guy whose crew had been part of the first faster than light warp test, who had disappeared 300 years before and ended up dying because their ship malfunctioned, and the aliens were able to bring them back to life. And the aliens were at war with the slime, but the aliens are pacifists, so they don't know how to do wars, so they hire the humans on, apparently, to do war for them with their advanced ships. And so now those guys just randomly showed up at the end of the book, and I'm like, well, that's not fun. What's the now they've got a ship now they've got ships that'll just wipe out the slimes. I wanted to see them have to, fight big epic battles, and this is not going to be big epic battles. You've already ruined big epic battles. You ruined a civil war possibility. I don't know, man. I really like the Honor Harrington series, which is not a Kindle Unlimited series. That's a big boy series you got to pay for. I guess technically I pay for the Kindle Unlimited, but that's like a $10 month thing, whereas Honor Harrington is like a $10 book thing, right? And so I was hoping for something a little more military, fighting alien kind of thing, and a little less. Here comes the big MacGuffin at the end to save the day out of nowhere. No hints. No hints about time travel people. No hints about aliens. Other than the slime aliens, nothing. I mean, the closest they got was human faster than light travel came from alien spacecraft they found crashed on a moon at Jupiter 400 years before. That's it. That's the only clue about other aliens other than the slimes that they had in the entire two books I've read now. The second one seemed like it was so crammed full of different storylines, and I don't understand what and how things even were supposed to play out. I don't know. I'll probably read the next book though. So with that, be brand the small things leading to the light, and I will talk to you later.